Okay, this is going to be more of like a rant video than a more researched video because I've just been feeling this certain way about the gacha content creation scene for a very long time, and I just want to get my opinions and emotions out and shit. Typically, I like to do some research on a topic for my videos, but I'm gonna just go into this one raw, no condom, no lube, nothing, just straight feelings, bro. Just keeping it real, man. I feel like the gacha content creation scene is absolutely terrible, especially right now. And the reason why I say that is because obviously, Wuthering Waves just recently released to the community and everybody's making their little clickbait farms off the game right now, making their little $20 off ad revenue or some shit. Just the usual bullshit whenever a new gacha game comes out. And the reason why this annoys me so much is because almost every content creator and even damn near the whole gacha community itself is just embroiled in this stupid ass, pointless, unnecessary conflict between Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves. Because of course they are, right? It's almost like people just can't help but to enjoy a game, or rather enjoy both games for what they are and for what respective pros and cons they have as their own games, rather than comparing them every microsecond and attacking anybody who even slightly favors one game over the other. This shit happens with like every single gacha game that comes out nowadays. Every time a new gacha is about to release, especially if it's open world, okay, especially if it's open world, people always have to compare it to Genshin and hype it up beyond what it can actually deliver. It's a repeated cycle that just annoys the absolute fuck out of me, man. Like, just within the community. I can already see this shit happening with Azure Pamelia, Zealous Zone Zero, Project Mugen, just any other gacha game that's gonna be released in the future. And when it comes to the content creation side of these issues, it's always like the most frustrating and repetitive shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. I have never seen content creation in a gaming community as repetitive as the gacha gaming community. More importantly, I have never seen content that has ever been so utterly useless and non-beneficial to the community like the content in the gacha community. It's so fucking ass, bro. Because you've got everybody just farming the current conflict. You got some people making up some simple ass questions or hypotheticals and making like fucking 20-minute videos out of the bitch. You got people just repeating the exact same thing in their video that some fucking dude like 2 hours ago just said in his video. Like, it's just so repetitive and uncreative. And it's like, you know what? You'd probably tell me some type of shit like, Tao, bro, dog, hey dog, you just look at the problematic side of the community, okay? You're just looking at the side of the community who's just there to create drama and talk about drama all day. The thing is though, is that that's all I'm fucking seeing, man, is just people having Dragon Ball Z fights about whether or not Wuthering Waves is a Genshin killer or whether or not Wuthering Waves is better than Genshin and blah blah blah. I thought we already established, like approximately, I don't know, 2 million years ago, that no gacha game will ever kill Genshin because Genshin has been gigantic for all of these years and they will always have a sizable player base no matter what that would generate them revenue. Now you see, me saying some shit like that, I already know that brain dead motherfuckers are gonna come into my comment section and say some shit like I'm a Genshin shill, even though I've criticized the game throughout basically all of my videos. But that's just how toxic the community is right now for no reason, right? If you slightly defend Genshin or say something about it is better than Wuthering Waves, you got motherfuckers coming up to you on some shit like, my god, oh my god, dude, oh, he's a Hoiverse speedwriter, he's a Genshin dick writer, he's being paid off by Hoiverse. And then if you slightly defend Wuthering Waves or say something about it is better than Genshin Impact, you got motherfuckers coming up to you on some shit like, holy malarkey, he's a fucking Kuro Games meat writer, what a Kuro Games shill, he probably has Kuro Games making some Wuthering Waves in his anal rectum instead. It's just so fucking annoying and repetitive, bro, because at the end of the day, we're all just here to pull the next character with the fattest tits. That's all it is, man. We're all just playing a predatory gacha game at the end of the day. And this is the reason why I usually don't recommend people to be a gacha content creator as a career, because it's just not nearly as rewarding and beneficial as being a content creator in a more stable and successful gaming community. There's a sizable portion of the gacha content creation space where it's just motherfuckers creating problems and conflicts because they literally have nothing else better to do and they don't know how to do anything actually creative and or beneficial for the community they're making content for. And to be fair, sometimes I can't necessarily blame them for that, right? Because to be honest, gacha games are a really stagnant game genre when you think about it. Anytime there's a gacha aspect of a game, that game is going to be stunted in some way, shape, or form. Because at the end of the day, you can have an open world game like Genshin Owuwa, you can have turn-based gameplay like in Honkai Star Rail, you can have an entire crafted story and lore about the game. But at the end of the day, it's all about you having to either grind the game to get in-game currency and get the newest toy on the market, or you give up and spend money to get the newest toy on the market. That is the goal of every single gacha game, no matter what. They're all predatory and permanently stunted in creativity because they are gacha games. Everything else is just extra shit to make you actually interested in the game and give you the ability to farm the in-game currency rather than buying it. That's why they use so much fucking budget to make character demos look pretty, is to make your stupid ass as a consumer want that character and just play the game for hours or spend money to get said character. Like, I'ma keep it so 100% real with all of y'all right now. If you actually play gacha games, especially multiple gacha games at a time, you're fucking retarded. We're all retarded because you keep continuously falling into the exact same predatory trap of these companies make you feel like you need to spend money to get these characters because, oh, they're hot, they're pretty, or they're gonna eventually power creep the last character you spent like $1,000 to get. Wuthering Waves and Elden Ring are basically the same fucking game genre. They're both open world action RPGs, but obviously Elden Ring is far more of an RPG than Wuthering Waves because that's actually the main focus of the game. So you can do a lot more creative things and set a lot more unique challenges for yourself and play the game in so many other different and interactive ways. But since Wuthering Waves is a gacha game on top of being an RPG, you're not gonna get that same interactiveness and creativity as Elden Ring because they also want you to focus on getting these new characters to play with. I mean, holy shit, there are literally moments in gacha games where they release new content and the new content is just a new fucking character to try to get. Gacha games will always be stunted in how recreative they can be as a game genre, and that will reflect in how recreative the content is that is made by the people who make content on gacha games. This isn't like Minecraft where you basically got— Bro, I'm sorry, I just had to cut right here real quick because, like, what the fuck is that, man? What is really up with these frame rate drops, dude? This shit can murder a fucking whale if given a chance. Like, what's happening with this game, man? I'm trying my hardest, bro. I swear to God I am. This isn't like Minecraft where you basically got like an infinite amount of mod packs that totally rebuilds the entire fucking game to create an entirely new experience, so you can just create as much content on modded Minecraft as you want. Like, I spent 100 days at your mom's anus in modded Minecraft hardcore or some type of shit like that. Even games like Fortnite, right? Okay, look, if you've been playing Fortnite this past week or so, we literally went from throwing lightning bolts at people and fucking decimating people with water bending and killing people with chains to literally blowing people the fuck up with fully weaponized cars and buses, like on some Mad Max type shit. I don't even understand what is happening in this background footage, but it's fun, it's new, and it's creative. These are the type of games you want to be making content on, like everybody else around you, because these games are actually fun and they will bring you actual content to play, even if that content may not necessarily be for everyone. The worst part about being a gacha content creator too is that you're more at a loss than regular gacha players because you're basically forced to pull for nearly every single character that releases, even if you don't want the character, because you not pulling for a new character in a gacha game as a content creator will make you potentially lose out on content that you could have made about said character. There's just more cons than pros when it comes to this shit. That's why I honestly don't take this career path that seriously. I'm just posting bullshit or some shit that makes me laugh or shit that I think will make you guys laugh, because I just can't imagine myself being like the rest of these gacha content creators who are milking literally nothing for views. I just can't do it. I just hate blatantly shallow content. I'm being honest. I would rather put a high quality effort into a troll or shitpost video than ever legitimately sit down and engage in this Genshin versus Wuwa nonsense. That's actually what I'm currently doing behind the scenes, but I just felt like making this rant video real quick. I will say this, however, if you do plan on being a gacha content creator in any capacity, the best possible career choice you could make is being an animator. And I understand that's way easier said than done, but just all around, if you animated gacha content, you'll probably be in the best spot in this community. There's like 5 categories of content creators in the gacha community, okay? You got the motherfuckers who actually play the gacha game and they like to have this chill vibe about their content, so they're basically just regular ass people, but they do get tired of the game from time to time. You got the motherfuckers who hate the gacha games they play but only do so because the company paid them to endorse it and pretend they like it. You got the motherfuckers who make guides telling your dumbass how to build a character, but you gotta be smart and fast for that shit, otherwise you ain't gonna make it. You got the motherfuckers who animate shit, those are the motherfuckers you wanna be. And then you got the motherfuckers who just be in conflict and drama 24/7. Sometimes not necessarily because they actually care about the conflict or drama, but they just act like they do and over dramatize everything because they're unfortunately stuck with a community that feasts on drama like how I feast on Yolan's nipples. Oh, and then you got a very small percentage of motherfuckers who actually find a way to be creative with the gacha games they play, like Mr. Feet, but those motherfuckers are few and far between. So yeah, you wanna know what also kills me about these people who continuously shit on Genshin Impact in favor of Wuthering Waves? It's the fact that they be talking all this shit about Genshin, but then proceeds to still have Genshin installed on their devices and even play it from time to time. And then on top of that, still continue to watch the special programs. Bro, I'm a person who should theoretically care more about Genshin than these people, and I still don't wake my ass up at the crack of dawn to ever watch any of these live streams. But these people still make sure to do it though, even though they apparently hate Genshin so much. Cause I'm telling you this right now, bro, if you ever catch me watching a Genshin Ahoyverse special program live stream, the moment I see those 3 reward codes and the announcement of the upcoming banners, the next few words that's gonna come out of my mouth is sayonara, nigga! Taking my ass right back to bed with the utmost haste, and you ain't gonna catch me in that live stream for another attosecond because I am not gonna watch these people conversate like literal NPCs for 30 to 40 more minutes. You gotta be out of your fucking mind. I wonder if the community has figured out the mythical strat of just playing Genshin and Wuthering Waves at the same time. Like, do these people not realize that you could play both games instead of just one? Or what's that? You're on mobile and you need to delete one of the games to free up storage? Hey, that's not my problem. That sounds like a skill issue, man. Get your money up, not your funny up. Maybe you should spend money on some fucking storage rather than a new toy in your gacha game. Anyways, if you have the talent or ability to animate content in this community, just do it, bro. Because then you ain't gotta get yourself into all of these useless controversies and dramas. You ain't gotta get paid off by a company to enjoy a game. In fact, you ain't even gotta play the game, bro. You just gotta animate the characters from the game doing shit. It's just that simple. And you're always gonna profit from it if you get noticed because people naturally love animation. Like, I'm not gonna lie with y'all, bro. Like really and truly, if I had the skills, I would be the most evil NSFW animator of all time. Like, I would make some of the most raunchiest, most disgusting porn and hentai of some of these characters with absolutely no regrets. I would be worse than VC Neko. Like, I would make porn of certain characters just to make the community mad on purpose, and I would take immense pride in that shit. I don't even care. But yeah, man, honestly, that's just my opinion on why, you know, gacha content creation is usually terrible and even worse right now, and why you probably shouldn't be a gacha content creator if you can do literally anything else. Goodbye.